back! Sorry about that, y'all. That was absolutely...
Sorry about that, y'all. That was...
Sorry. No, that was me.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was like, why could I hear myself? All right. Welcome back. Where were we?
We were about to eat a ram.
Yeah. As you guys are... is there anyone who's not partaking of eating the ram?
Might as well.
Certainly not vegetarian.
Yeah.
When in Rome.
As you guys are having slices of the ram cut off and presented towards you after some time of it grilling, you do feel like this is one of the best meals you've ever had in your life.
It's no birdseed.
See, at this point you can't even give them a hard time anymore.
That's because it will never end. I've just resigned into complacency.
It's probably better that way.
So, what plan do you have in... Hang on 1 second. Hey! Fire King! Come down here!
Oh.
You hear just like a loud grumbling noise from up top, from one of the upper temples.
So, like, y'all still call yourselves, or call each other, like, by your titles? You don't, like, go by your old mortal names with each other or anything?
No. We want to make sure that we keep up our divinity in the appropriate way. We want to look and sound the part, you know?
Fair enough.
But you don't ever miss your name? Like that part of you?
To be honest, I don't remember my name. What about you, Sun Goddess? I chose to leave my name behind when I ascended. Oh, that's a better way of putting it. I forgot mine.
You
Seem
strike
like
me
a
as a
Phil.
Giannis, and
Oh.
and she strikes me as too perfect for names. Yes, that's right. Correct. Yes.
Well saved. Boom! A massive impact as behind you, a towering dragon, 6 arms, fiery eye, kind of smoldering a little bit, lands. What is it that I smell? I told you I was going to get one of the golden rams. Really? That is what you do? You become a god and you just hunt whatever you want. It's in my name. I don't know what... Oh, I'll try some. And he rips off like almost a quarter of the goat. As the gate hunter is just like, hey, that little bit. Oh, it's pretty good. Oh, hey, little one. As it looks towards you, Daphne.
Suddenly shoving food in her mouth that she's been picking at this entire time, trying to keep quiet. Nods.
How's the hammer?
Worked great against Thylea. Thanks.
Yeah, well, thank you too. For releasing us. I'm sorry. Sun and Sky told the others they couldn't tell you any details. And Sun Goddess just shoots him a glance as he says this.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for that. It feels very honest. Thank you. And I'm happy we could do that.
Who are you staring down? Him? Or the Sun Goddess?
Like, leaving to the Sun Goddess and the Hunting God, and then back at him all smiles.
The Sun Goddess just looks up.
I
with an
scoot a
eyebrow
little bit
raised.
away from Daphne.
we all leave like a 10
Don't
foot.
care. Do not care.
10-foot room for smiting.
Uh-huh.
If we had told you the truth, would you have let us leave?
Believe it or not, I think we could have come to a better agreement. I had
Indeed,
more
but-
information, and then because that's what good people do, is be honest with each other.
We
and
gave
work
you
out-
information. The Fish Queen did tell you questions that you asked. Don't be impudent, child. You have done good work. A bit of subterfuge, yes. But Sky was worried that you would betray us if you knew the truth. After all, you had made it plain to the people of the Sunken Kingdom that you sought godhood yourself. So, we needed to ensure that the people that had been chosen on so long ago would become the gods that they were meant to be. If this is a problem for you, Daphne, daughter of a false god, there are the steps.
False god.
False in every way. How did he ascend? Was it not also through trickery? I have read some of these history books that have been now revealed to me. Some of the ones, the theories of where Pitur, Kyra, Valus, and all of your family actually received their power from. We saw it in your hearts and in your minds. Trickery, you blame us for, child, yet at the same time it is precisely how you dragons gained your godhood temporarily, I might add.
You think I was a fan of that as well? Because I wasn't. Still not.
But you are certainly taking it out on me instead of the people who are to blame. Where's this aunt of yours now, this Kyra? Why does she not challenge us? Huh? Oh, that's right, because she's just a large lizard with wings.
I believe it's because she's hopeful that you'll do the right thing.
We are doing the right thing.
Oh,
Can
right.
you blame us after thousands of years of imprisonment that we would enjoy a moment of respite? The Great Hunter kind of goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't think we need to escalate things. You have done us a great boon. We have blessed you. And this can be a symbiotic relationship that can continue. I don't see why we need to fight. I was not fighting, I was simply teaching a child.
You know what? I will
Even
give
the
you
Fire
that.
King is just like,
I do apologize. I cannot even begin to imagine what it'd be like to be stuck in one place for thousands of years. So you're absolutely right, and I do apologize for that. As you had stated earlier to the Sky King,
Father.
I am but... Right, sorry. Sky Father. Gotta get used to the new names. But I am but a mortal who is watching my home city be crushed by the many-handed. Pardon me for that worry. I admit I am...
You have had your gods for hundreds of years, then maybe this could have not happened.
Again, you tried to make a jab at me, but yeah, absolutely. I wish they were better gods. I wish they knew what to do. I'm not quite convinced that you all know yet exactly what needs to be done. And quite frankly,
Little one, your city is crushed.
it's being crushed.
Do you need help?
Yeah,
I can try and crushing.
I don't think you could... Cantamane seems to be a worry for all of you.
As they all exchange a little bit of a look. It might behove you to begin your following in Astoria, Fire King. What of them? They are fine. Go to Astoria with this one. Maybe it will bind her tongue a bit when she sees the kindness that her gods have for her, despite her.
Oh, yeah, no, I need some fresh air. I'm going to separate myself from the
Where's
situation.
this
Thank you.
story of yours, can you describe landmarks or point in the direction. I can take you there right now. As the Fire King just kind of holds one of his 6 hands out, it's like,
Yep, that's, there's a wonderful mine. My wonderful grandfather. Yeah, she'll go into detail explaining the Rock of Estor and whatnot.
The Fire King looks over his shoulder at the Sun Goddess, looks at his temple, nods towards you, and in a poof of fiery magic, both of them suddenly disappear.
Oh. Well,
Finally.
Sorry, she's a belligerent drunk.
Indeed. From what I read, that runs in the family.
I don't know much, but I don't even know why she was mad at you. You're not even the one that told us. Wow, I don't have words.
Checks out.
It does.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Close to
this is real time happening. It sounds like it was Skyfather who told you guys to keep it a secret since he's the one in charge.
Yes, and it was a wise call.
I think you guys are. I mean, where I come from, it's women that are in charge, but I think he's doing a great job, so I guess he's a good choice.
You're of this island called Themis, yes?
Yes.
I've read of you. I recognize you and your odd way of speech. You're Darien, rightful heir to the throne of the island.
I am. I didn't even know that there was a lot written about me yet. I haven't accomplished as much as my mother, but I hope
Mostly
to
it
do
was bardic songs, making fun of the fact that you have been a jester at the court of Queen Brissa. An entertainment, a pet, something to be kept around.
Well, hopefully, like all pets that are kept and abused, I will have a chance to attack my master. It's a lesson to be learned, don't you think?
This is very confused right now.
Did she just threaten Brissa?
What is your heart's desire, Darien Queen, to be of Themis?
A good queen and a good leader, and to make sure my people are free to do what's best for them.
What do you think is best for them?
The ability to make choices without fear of retribution. And being good people.
But how did you find good, Darien? After all, wasn't it, what is her name, Moxena, who made a choice with her sisters to overthrow your birthright? To petrify your mother? To throw you in a prison? Wasn't that a choice, and they can just live with it? What makes their choice evil? And your choice to want to kill them and take your throne back a good one?
I don't feel like when I'm in charge, I need to force people with whips and abuse to do things and live their lives. All I know is that Moxana's rule is causing a lot of pain and hurt to everybody that lives there except those who are also Medusas. Is it right for one race to be above others?
See. So this pain, good, evil, comes down to pain and preference of one group over another.
Darian's gonna just kind of sink a little bit and just keep eating because she feels like she had her moment and now she doesn't want any more moments. She's just happy to let somebody else talk to this woman.
Interesting. I agree with you that perhaps your people should be given more freedom. Maybe from one siren to another, Lyra. You could aid Darien in this pursuit as my chosen. I'm sure the Amazons would understand why the Sun Goddess would be a preferable goddess to worship.
Yeah, I mean, that was on the to-do list. The ever-growing to-do list.
The hunter kind of interjects. Well, what do you think we should do in terms of getting more people round up to support us, to worship us? It still feels weird to say, don't you think? You know, I don't really see myself as a very active worship kind of guy. It's more, you know, maybe a prayer here, being respectful to animals when you hunt them, the like.
I think it's acts of kindness showing the people that you exist because they don't know that you guys exist, and I think it's doing the right thing, right? Helping out people. You know, if a family is starving, helping them, showing them where the nearest hunt is, right? Or if crops are not growing, you know, blessing them with rain, or, you know, helping their crops grow, right? It's the acts of kindness and showing that you care about the small people that will then in turn into worship towards you. Like, I think being a kind god should be your goal, and then I think in turn people will be like, hey, you know, like, this person is awesome, right? They helped me kill this boar, right? Or they helped me grow these crops, or, you know, they helped me do these cool things. I'm going to give my prayers and worship and time to them. Whereas, you know, Sidon rules with fear, and he's like, if you don't come to my temple, I kill you. And then it's almost like a half-baked worship, right? They're there because they have to be there, not because they really want to be there.
I like it.
Also, can we just ground rule? I know it's asking a lot because you guys are get worship the way you want, but can we just ground rule, like, no human sacrifice and, like, no murdering people as signs of worship and you know?
I would not do this. You see the Sun Goddess just shake her head. Absolutely not, from me as well. My brothers and sisters can decide however they want to be worshipped, and they will be remembered as such. And it will attract the type of people who may worship them. I'm sure that desperation for attention may drive them to that in the future. Who knows? It does reek of Sidon and Lutheria.
I mean, mostly Lutheria, but yeah.
You know, there was a time, from what I remember, when she wasn't so. That is the reason why I say that I cannot promise that my brothers and sisters may not do this in the future. A long time ago, she was a protector of dreams, a guide to souls. She was not kind. That she was never. But something happened in the distant past that changed her. A madness took her over. The sacrifices were never enough. The blood flowed uninterrupted. That is when we knew that we needed to do something. We originally said that Promethea was calling for gods, for chosens, to be as chosen for the Titans. That was a lie. Sidon knew this. This is why he called on his father to sink our city into the ocean. Lutheria. From what I know, there was a time when she was not as mad stricken as she is now. Nonetheless, she deserves to die for what she has done. That is the end. You wouldn't happen to know, and as she says that, suddenly there's just a fog that fills the opposite end of the temple place that you guys are currently in. Both the hunter and the goddess kind of turn towards that, frowning at one another. You all hear what seem to be just very faint, distant screams emanating from that fog.
Don't like this.
Huh?
Don't like this.
As they both kind of look at each other and then back towards you. There is no worry. You will not be harmed. This is the Ghost Lord.
If we look at him, do we die? I just feel like if we look at him, we die.
You will be fine here. I will not let your death come to pass. As the fog cascades down off of a towering Geigen figure, you can see that the skin and much of the fat and flesh has been flensed off the body. You can see that the chest cavity opens up at the bottom and the stomach seems to be just kind of hanging loose. There is still a central, almost like a sapphire orb of an eye that kind of looks around, and you can see two curled horns, almost like that of a demon, kind of going upwards as this flesh golem of a Geigen kind of steps forward. The sun goddess kind of nods towards the hunter and then turns around and turns towards the Ghost Lord. The Ghost Lord, its eye, almost like that of a goat itself, kind of looks at each one of you. And as the eye passes over you, you can feel it chill across your skin and down your spine. It is almost as if your hairs are starting to stand on end and shrivel at the very edges. The sun goddess then takes the paces away and is now mostly out of earshot from you guys as she kind of looks up towards the Ghost Lord that towers over her, and the Ghost Lord kind of drops onto a knee and begins to speak in hushed tones to her. Oh, I'll be honest with you. Even in life, he kind of gave me the creeps.
That's not the most appealing appearance.
No, I suppose it fits what he's going to do. Look after the dead and all that.
So is he like the premier necromancer of your time or something? Is that how he got this gig?
Yes, actually.
How far away are they?
They're probably like an easy 100 feet away, but not completely out of earshot if you have keen ears.
I mean, I would try to listen. Don't know if I'd hear anything.
Go to me a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Control, right?
Mm-hmm. Jesus, with a natural 2, she still gets a 15. Goddamn tier 4 play. Mwah.
Also, I just want to throw it out there. I don't know if David's went over this with you, but our DM inspiration, we can use them after the roll if we want to. I just want to let you know that.
I mean, I would totally use it just to
Sure, go
see
ahead.
if I can hear. So
Sure.
just roll again.
Mhm.
Oh, it's only 17.
It's still
You
better.
rolled twice as well as you did the first time.
As you listen in, there are pieces, bits, and words that you make out. Shinkorn, not in the sea. Barge, poles, Thylea, need to find Titan's bane. Something more kind of hushes a little bit more. Perhaps helps. Talks a little bit more. As the hunter kind of goes, is like, and then I think I will invent a new type of beast. Formidable, beautiful. But should I make it an herbivore or a carnivore? Locked up. Furies protect. And then maybe I could have a bow made out of the most fine wood in all of the land, and I will hide it somewhere. Maybe on the ground. No. I will hide it in the belly of a creature, and the first person to get it, attack soon. Claim domain. And when they say these words, I don't know, maybe it should be common Thylean, or maybe Elvish.
But there's one specific tree that you can't use. I just gotta put that out there. We'll tell you where it's at. You cannot use that tree.
Which tree is that? Which tree can the hunter not use?
It has a soul in it, so like...
Sounds like it would make for a good bow. Maybe if the soul agrees.
Okay, if the soul agrees, sure.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. And that is when the fog kind of envelops the creature again, and the Ghost Lord seems to just kind of disappear as the fog kind of drops down, dissipates. Apologies for the rudeness. Word has arrived. Well, the Nether Sea will soon be ours as well. Argenti, as she says this, your hand pains once again.
My guy, that's just gonna fall off.
Yeah. Are the gods really this petty?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Especially in a Greek setting, listen.
So are you guys actually like doing something to deal with Lutheria, or are you just assuming / hoping that because she's in the Fury's prison that she just won't be able to get out to do anything about it?
We're assuming only what we can confirm, and we are doing both in equal measure.
Because we're hoping maybe we could get some of the people out of that prison with her. So if you're going in there,
You have plans on going to the prison?
I wouldn't say plans.
It's kind of like one of those things that we have to do.
Long term, like, something we need to work out, but we haven't made any plans yet.
The creatures that guard the prison, the creatures that enforce the oaths across Thylea, they are known as the Furies. I believe you have heard of them.
We met one. Yeah.
Met him.
Well, you see, one of our concerns has been that slaying the Furies will bring the ire of Kentimani. We would like to avoid this for as long as possible until we have solidified our power, so that when Kentimani comes, not if, but when, we can meet him on equal footing. So, maybe we can be of use to each other after all. You have a bone to pick with Lutheria.
A couple.
Good. We shall distract the Furies and break open a pathway for you to get into the prison. Find the deranged goddess and help Pharaohs kill her.
Okay, shit just got real.
Sounds great, honestly.
Good. I should have known. I apologize for my stark words against your friend. I simply am still getting used to how much the world has changed in so much time. How impudent some have become. Though understandably so, considering that false gods walked the earth for a while. Be that as it may. Get that dog out of here, Hunter.
It's so cute though.
It's a stray ass dog.
How did you get here?
It is agreed then. It will take us some time still. The maiden wants to celebrate. Let her have her time. The Sky Father needs the same. In the meantime, us women are going to solidify our power. No disrespect to you. You seem like very capable men. That said, I would like you to help us usher in the new age of the Octad, the Pantheon of 8. Temples to be built, which will be helped by us. Once these have been made, which shall take no longer than a fortnight, I will speak with the Ghost Lord and the others about assaults on the Titans, with you as our chosen champions. Nothing needs to change from our agreement with Thylea. Don't you agree?
So you will continue to bless us then, so that we can... I will admit that net was very handy when we fought Thylea.
I'm sure that the hunter would be willing to do so.
Yes, if you use my power on Sidon or Lutheria, more than happy to help out.
I do have one more follow-up question. Yeah, just one more follow-up question.
For now. For now. Maybe more later.
Love being chosen. Super cool. Like Brissa said, it was really helpful. But girl to girl, obviously neither of us are against subterfuge. Is there a way to like if we're trying to not be so obvious?
You will have to speak in plain words.
Can you make it not bright all the time when I'm wearing it? Is there a way to like a dimmer switch?
I can make it so that if you doff your crown, the sun disappears.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that works.
Granted.
So just like one more question.
Yes?
Alright, Darian and I are best friends.
Have you found your answer to what makes good and what makes evil yet?
No. But when I do, can I have a god? I wasn't there in the ocean, so like I'll take who's ever left over, which it sounds like it's the Ghost Lord, which it's fine. He seems like he would be like scary as like a backup.
The trickster didn't really pick a champion. He just
that's true.
You know, bartered with all of us.
Yeah, the way you guys described him, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I would do better with Bonesy. So
Please don't call him that.
Oh my god.
Not to his face or behind his back.
never, just internally. That's fine. I feel like the trickster god, he'd be able to trick me very easily, whereas the Ghost Lord and I could just see eye to eyes.
I'm leaving.
Just focus on one. Just focus on one, honey. I believe that is between you and your god. Is this a
Perfect.
choice that you're willing to make that will carry forward to your Amazons?
I thought that people could choose who they worshipped.
You will act as an example to them. They will want to worship the same as you do.
I think there's a beauty in living your life to the fullest to then have a peaceful death. So what is that? There's nothing wrong with that.
I see. But this
Do you
between
not-
and the Ghost Lord.
Okay, one more follow-up question. Do you not want me to go to Themis and tell them to worship you then?
I do.
Okay,
Unless
as long as we're on the same page.
you would be willing to abdicate your chosen status to Darian. You could become chosen of the Ghost Lord instead.
Hold on. Give the one I've got away and get a different one?
Indeed.
And we'd be okay with that.
If you...
We being you.
I would see the prudence in this, yes. You are a magnificent leader of our people. The sirens will likely flock to me as their goddess regardless. I believe diversifying our portfolio amongst the believers of Themis will be important. What is it that you want, Darian?
I just want to help. I feel like if everyone here is a chosen,
You are too timid. You're a queen. Stand with your back straight.
I may be a queen in name, but I still have much to prove, and a good leader knows that.
Then prove it right now. Tell me what it is you want. Don't be timid.
I want power.
Good.
I want to be useful and to help kill.
Good.
Can you do that? Or
Of course.
am I better off with the god who's in charge of death?
If you want to ferry souls into their afterlife, then be my guest. I burn those who stand in the way of righteousness. Which
So
do you
then
prefer?
have two chosen.
No. Sorry, fucking Jason.
Okay.
God damn it.
All right.
Chosen has to mean something. Your soul is connected to me if you are my chosen.
Then no. I don't need you. I didn't have you before. You have a chosen. Stand by her.
And speak to the Ghost Lord. And in fact,
Period.
you are not part of the light anyway. Be gone. She waves her hand. Darian. Everything is bright for a second. And you find yourself on stair steps that just look down. It's like if you have fear of heights, this is triggering because it's just a sheer cliff and you can see thousands of steps just winding back and forth and a switch back down to the city of Mitros. As you look above, there's just like a fog cloud cascading above you. And you realize you have just been banished from the palace.
So sensitive. God.
You didn't
I'm gonna
kill
stand
her,
up
did
in my
you?
chair.
I did not. But it occurred to me that she's not actually part of your bond.
She is.
Well, I
going
mean,
to
we
be.
were getting there.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to be getting there with her.
Well, with all due respect, that is the same exact thing that Sidon and Lutheria would do. They would absolutely dismiss someone the moment they said something they don't like.
No,
Because
they
it will
would kill
kick
them
Argenti.
immediately.
They would dismiss them in their own way, but still. You
What
can't
is
just...
death but
I mean,
not
I suppose
the
you
eternal
can, but...
dismissal?
Power word dismissal.
No. It's just no. That's the power word dismissal.
Power word timeout.
Can you please bring our friend Darian back? She's
No.
under our care right now.
If you want to go, she waves her hand and suddenly there's like an arch of the clouds, the fog that kind of parts, and you can see where the staircase kind of descends down. You can follow her there. Hunter, please see to our guests for the remainder of their time here. Lyra, we have much to discuss when your friend has calmed himself. There's just a flash of energy as she disappears. The hunter is just like, listen, I'm not good at this politics stuff, and
I am going to build you the biggest temple in Mitros. Like, I mean, since I'm,
Cool.
worship you,
Okay.
right? So, yours will be bigger than all the rest of them.
You know what? Can you make mine a little bit smaller than Skyfather's? Listen, size just doesn't matter to me, and it kind of does to him, and I just don't want to,
All right. Second biggest.
Give her the second biggest. You know what? I'll take third. Third is great. Third is grand. I like it. Perfect. Or tell you what, instead of a big one in the middle of the city, can I have, let's call it 4 that are just around the city, especially on pathways that lead into the forests where people go hunting, so they can leave an offering or pray to me on their way to hunt.
It is done.
And maybe we can have a great festival, a great hunt, where the person with the most amazing kill gets a blessing of ours. Maybe 10,000 gold from your coffers and some kind of divine boon.
Yeah, I like the boon part. The gold part, we'll workshop. That is quite a lot
You're
of gold.
queen, it's just gold.
I agree. That is a lot of gold.
But it needs to be worth something.
I guess it depends on how often we're doing this hunt.
Let's just do it, the inaugural hunt, to usher in the existence of me.
Alex doesn't know Mitros' finances, but that sounds like a lot of money for Mitros' finances.
It is a lot. Mitros could handle it, but it is a lot.
I like it.
10,000 gold. We have more than that.
Yeah.
And like it's a lot of gold. Like for the average person, holy fuck, 10,000 gold changes their life. Like they will never have to work again in their life, right? For you guys, no, it will never be enough. You are the abyss. You are a ravenous hole that will forever want more magic items and coin until the end of time.
We
But
don't
for
even
the average
spend
person
it.
in this world,
We don't even use it.
is
that
it's just the
pathway still
principle.
open?
It is the principle of the thing.
That pathway's still open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
it is.
gonna, before I go, I'm just gonna pat Daphne on the shoulder.
She's not there.
give
She
her
hasn't been
shoulder
there
a-
for
She's
a
gone.
very long time.
Daphne's gone.
God.
She's in that
I'll
other
pat
place.
the chair.
Sorry.
I'll pat the chair. And oh, that's right. She left. Okay, no. I'll just roll my eyes and
Hopefully doing good. Hopefully she's okay.
I'll go join
Probably not.
Darian.
Before I follow them out, can you bless this again? And she'll pull up the net. And could you have it so I could use it more often?
Let's wait until we assault the prison. You're still game for this.
Yes, I am game.
Good. And maybe can you just say that as a pantheon, we don't necessarily listen. Sky and Sun, they're very proud people. They always have been. They were a king and a queen before these things even meant things. They commanded hundreds. They commanded thousands. They opposed Lutheria and Sidon long before these cities existed. So, just maybe be just respectful around them. Give them some time. It will just take a bit of time and a show of respect, and I'm sure they'll turn around. I know it might not seem like it, but they can be very fun to be with. Just, maybe don't act like you're on their level yet, I'm not really saying it right, am I? Listen, tell Darian I'm sorry. And she's always welcome back in the palace. She's not banished or anything. Yeah. Anyway, yes, those little temples around Mitros, great idea. We should have the inaugural hunt. It will be great. I think you should just give a little bit of coin towards that. I think that will do great wonders. Yes, Mitros could be the foremost city of hunt and he kind of looks at Yanni, scrolls, and looks at Lyra. Of hunting and learning. Yes.
We will get constructed. Start construction right away.
And yes, I will be watching. I will help. Yes. And the other temples too. The sooner,
Yeah.
the better.
I can prioritize yours first, but when I walk through the portal, is my weapons going to come with me?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure. Would be.
I have one more follow-up question.
Oh, I'm the wrong person for this stuff, but sure.
No, this one you should probably have an answer to.
Maybe, I think I see a stag down there that has like.
This is less a politic question and just like a curiosity question.
Oh,
it's just like a.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you ask one more politics question, I swear I'm going to throw myself off this mountain.
No, trust me, I
What
would
are your
if I
thoughts on
couldn't.
socialism?
If I.
Never mind.
So you guys been around super long time. Do you guys know the fates? And also follow-up question to that question, are we okay with them?
As you begin to ask that question, you feel as if first a singular string and then a rope is around your throat, invisibly so, and it just begins to choke before you can even say the words.
You know what? We'll save it for the next dinner.
It was a politics question, wasn't it?
I thought about it and I was like, this could come off as a politics
I
question.
appreciate you not asking it then. Thank you very much.
Well, anyways.
As you guys are having this conversation and slowly saying your goodbyes and make your way towards that Argenti, you walk in the fog down these steps. And it's quite a ways that you have to go through the fog as the fog slowly kind of separates itself. Suddenly, someone is walking next to you.
Oh no.
She is just so stuck up, isn't she? It makes no sense. Why would she? And you see the auburn hair kind of cascading down the extremely white, perfect skin of the Moon Maiden. Listen, they always just want people on their knees bowing before them. I mean, I kind of get that. I don't want them bowing, but, But listen. It's just the wrong approach. They want to be worshipped by being things on pedestals. This is not what we're going to stand for, but I need your help. I haven't been around people in a long time, and I mean, it's kind of showing up. I had a lot of ambrosia. Oh, there's a lot of ambrosia, but what should we do for worship, Argenti?
Just be the best you can be. Just show people that they can make a difference just by being themselves. And
Okay, that's a lot of buzzwords. How do we do that? Do we have like little centers where we offer, I don't know, like magical contraceptives? Do we have like what do temples where people can clean themselves? How do like be them best selves? Do we help them get jobs? How do we do this?
we just... I suppose we could show them that there is beauty in all things. We could encourage the arts.
Okay.
Gardens.
Where this is going. I read about this goddess, not goddess, Kyra, right? She was the goddess of beauty and art, and I mean, I'm just going to take her place over. It makes sense. From what I read, she just kind of disappeared. Brissa kind of defeated her and she just disappeared, but she's a dragon. She's still around. I saw that in your mind. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Interesting. Maybe we could we'll put on a big show. And we'll make it look like Kyra is back. But it turned out Kyra was me all along. And I had just been... Yes, listen, when there are expectations, you have to subvert them. That is how best story writing goes. Everything in expectation has to be subverted. It's simply how it goes. So I'll put you in charge. I need you to plan this event, how to get the most people to the Ahora and Mitros, and then we need to work with this Kyra, and she needs to make it look like I'm her and was her the entire time. You're so smart. This is why you're the best one. She kind of squeezes your cheek. Goodbye. She kisses you on the cheek, and poof, just poofs out of existence. As you get to the edge, and the fog lifts, and you see Darian just kind of standing there, angrily tapping her foot.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, I should have known. She wants to be in charge, but she isn't. And anytime someone's going to question her, she's just going to get upset. And it hurts to be rejected. I know.
Well, sorry, I can't concentrate. It's.
Your stomach is very. You must
I
be
know.
hungry.
I know. It's just. Yes.
I know we haven't talked a lot. But maybe I was too hasty is the word. I don't need a god. I don't need any of these gods. They want us to serve them first. They need to do something to prove themselves to us.
I agree with that. Unfortunately, they also don't see it that way. And why would they? They are the gods. But I do agree with you.
I mean, I will help all of you since you are their chosen, but I think the best thing I can do for my people is stay impartial. So that way, once I am in charge, we can choose who to best represent us.
I hope to live in a world where that will be true. But I'm starting to believe that that's never going to be possible. That there always will be gods, and there always will be hard choices, and there always will be politics, and deceit. And I just don't know what to do about that anymore.
But I think the most important word there, Argenti, is choice. They might be hard choices, and they may not always be the best choices to choose from, but it's still a choice. I had that taken away from me, and I never want to lose that again.
I don't want you to lose that either.
So, was everybody else coming, or did you get kicked out too?
No, I sort of just left while they were talking about erecting statues and temples, and size doesn't matter, or it does matter, and, other things like that. Just typical phallic discussion.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. They're more interested in their buildings and their sizes, and that's not important. People are dying.
Maybe you should try to get godhood. Maybe you'd be the best of us. I mean,
No.
Daphne also is good.
I want to be home. I want to be what my mother thought I could be. I have people waiting for me, people who believe in me. They're the only people that I need to be there for.
Well, we'll get you to them eventually. Hopefully.
Yeah. Man, how long does it take to talk about temples and everything?
Nice.
I don't know.
With that, we swivel over to Astoria. As you teleport into the place, you can see the Wrath destruction across it. The people still shouting, their voices echoing off of the canyon within which Astoria was, of course, built. As the Fire King looks around, oh, this is nice city. Very well. As suddenly Centurions just help! Kind of like surround both of you guys. Daphne, is that you? And you can see Corona kind of jog up behind as well. What is going... What are you doing with that guy again? What? Daphne? Did Darian find you? We sent her after you.
Yep, Darian found us, got us up to date about what's happening here.
You see the Fire King wave his hand, and suddenly all of the long spears that they're holding begin to glow hot. And they all drop.
There's a new pantheon.
What?
Mm-hmm.
As you fill her in on the ups and the downs, is there anything in particular that you leave out?
That
was our fault. I'm just kidding.
Right. Don't tell her we did it.
Sober Daphne would absolutely leave things out. I think Daphne's not sober anymore, and she's mad. She's big mad. And terrified. Absolutely terrified. I don't think there's a single thing she leaves out.
The Centurions kind of like worriedly look back. Some of them pull out short swords as they glow up. As the Fire King's just like...
He's... For what it's worth, he's at least honest. I really like him. He's one of the good ones. Trying to gauge his reaction as he said this.
He just kind of looks at you and he just nods. Looks like you have problem with hands. When did you release them, Daphne? How long ago?
Couple hours, I think.
It's been a little bit longer than that now, but checks out as she goes.
Yeah.
We lost time. It's fair.
That is when this happened. If you say that this is her fault, then maybe. But I am Fire King, God of Fire, Forge, Building. I will make city right. You will need to build temple. I saw a great forge that belonged to your great father, Daphne.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of gauging your reaction. Roll for his insight. I would like for it to be made Great Forge, a Fire King, with dedication to Vulcan, as Paragon, side by side. People of Astoria should make great things. I will protect city against hands, against Kentamani, against Sidon and Lutheria. You see all the Centurions kind of uneasily looking towards each other, and Corona is just looking at you. It's a mixture of a little bit of anger and confusion and hurt. But she's definitely looking towards you as to what does it mean? What happens next?
I think, like, Daphne has her own tears starting to well. Thank you. I think this is a good start. For now, we have help. Looking back at Corinna, for the destruction that was brought upon the city today. And I think we have a lot to discuss. Building plans, how to help the people, and everything that's happened.
You need to help me, little one. And he kind of like just pats you on the head, poof, poof, as you kind of like, ow. And then suddenly, poof, you grow. And much bigger than you even did with the Blessing of the Hammer. You suddenly are a towering 30-foot monster. You look down and you have 6 arms just growing out of the side. It is just temporary, as you kind of like the same size as the Fire King now. We have some cleanup to do. And he does like a massive leap towards one of the hands and just breaks it apart, and just throws it down towards the river.
Should be a little bit careful, but okay.
Oh, but this is fun. Oh, look at the splash. Oh.
Yeah, that's why we should be a bit careful. Love the enthusiasm, though.
Little queen.
Corona just goes, yes.
Spread message. I am no threat. I am God. Protect Estoria.
She looks towards you, Daphne. Do you nod?
Yeah, just like a very silent, like, plead at this point, just...
Yes, of course. Fire King. And as the rest of the group catches up with Darien and Argenti on the way down towards Mitros, 4 dragons suddenly soar beside you as you walk down the staircase. Daphne helps the Fire King, or maybe the Fire King helps Daphne, repair the city of Historia. That's where we're going to leave it for this week's session. Welcome to the New Age, baby. It's a whole new pantheon. Man, the Light of Thylea has been so deep in the shit with so many things now. Related to the Titans, related to the 5 gods, prophecy to bring an end of the Oath of Peace, swore a new Oath of Peace, released a whole new pantheon, became the chosen of this pantheon. Oh, wow. Peak 5th edition D&D. What can I say? Alright, with that, I'm going to be looking for another stream to rate really quick. What did you guys think about meeting the gods a little bit less secretive than they were last time you guys met them?
Shit.
Can't tell if they're better or worse.
Yeah.
Fire King is good.
Yeah, I like Fire
Haven't
King.
checked up on the
It
Trickster
seems
God,
like
but
Great
he's probably
Hunter
good.
is probably going to
Yeah.
be good too.
Yeah, I think Hunter's good too. Yeah.
Maybe.
Sky Daddy and Sun Mommy are probably going to be issues.
Yeah.
I mean, Moon Maiden just wants to
Right,
Have
she
a
just
good
wants
time.
to fuck.
Just,
So
have a really good time.
she's probably okay too, honestly.
Yeah.
Ghost
She'd
Lord
be the
probably,
one that would,
probably
like-
have to die.
She's gonna have to show up. Like Moon Maiden's gonna show up, and she's gonna be the one that kind of fucks things up, but it will work out in the end.
Yeah.
With that, we're
Sounds
ready to
relatable.
raid. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Goodbye.
Bye.